Hi, Liam Ward here at LearnTheHarmonica.com. Today I'm teaching you the Pink Panther theme tune on a C harmonica. The original tune was in E minor, which means you would need a D harmonica to play with it. But don't worry, play on your C harmonica with me, and then if you ever want to play with a backing track or the original track, just pick up your D harmonica and use the exact same tab we are going to go through today. First off, I'm going to give you an example of how it sounds, and then we're going to go through it line by line. Okay, so that gives you a sense of how it should sound. We've got lines A to H to get through, so that's what, 8 lines. We'll get started with line A now, and it sounds something like this. So just 4 notes. Now, I should warn you, this is a hell of a workout on the bends on holes 1, 2 and 3. This tune's so great for that kind of thing, so you're going to get some really good practice on all of the bends. And we're starting on a bend, 1 draw, semitone bend, and then it raises up to the 1 draw, and then it's a 2 blow and a 2 draw second bend. So we've got, and we'd come in on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again 2, 3, 4. Yeah, cool. So you've got to make sure you leave that rest between the two. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Okay? But line B actually has the same 4 notes at the start of it without that rest, okay? So the first line, ba-dum, ba-dum. Second line, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. First 4 notes are actually the same. We've got it's so cool, so jazzy, this tune, and really, really good workout, as I say, for those notes. You've got to find these bends melodically rather than just moving through them as an inflection of a note. They're actually hitting them melodically, which is difficult. So as I say, line A, ba-dum, ba-dum. Line B, we've got 1 draw bend up to the 1 draw, and then 2 blow, 2 draw second bend. As I said, the same first 4 notes as we've had previously. But then we've got 3 draw first bend and 3 draw second bend. And then 1 draw, 2 draw second bend, 3 draw second bend, and then 3 draw third bend right down to that bottom bend. So let me just play that line B really slowly so you can hear each of those notes. So you can hear that, I mean, what is it, about half of those, more than half of those notes are bends. They have to be in tune, otherwise this starts to sound kind of just messy rather than cool and really jazzy and smooth, okay? Remember, we're imitating a saxophone player, Henry Mancini here, so really nice, smooth, jazzy sound we're going for, okay? I'll play that line B again. Ideally, you want to put a bit of vibrato on that 3 draw. I'm kind of using a jaw vibrato because it's a bend, rather than my kind of from the abdominals kind of vibrato, which I do for a natural note. Okay, so let's think about the timing of those 2 lines. So with the first one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I was actually just going to play line 1, but I've ended up playing lines A and B. So there we go, the first 2 lines there. The end of line B, you want to hold that 3 draw bottom bend for 3 beats, which is why I've put the 3 little dashes after it. And then you've got to get to the 2 draw for the start of line C, which sounds like this. Okay, so it goes 2 draw, 2 draw second bend, and then 1 draw, 1 blow, 1 draw again. And crucially, we're going to tail off on that 1 draw with a bend. If you listen to the Henry Mancini original, he does a really lovely kind of bend down. We can't go as far as he can, but we can imitate it with the and leave it there on that 1 draw bend. So line C. Ba 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 boom. Okay, and it's really, really nice to put that in. Again, another bend to practice, but this time it is more of an inflection, I would call it, rather than being a melodic note. So you're not holding it, you're just going as far as you can and then stopping. Okay, so I'm going to play lines A, B, and C so you get a sense of the timing, how they'd fit together. So see if you can play along with me. I'll do it maybe a bit slower than the original. We're in after the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That last little line C there, I've got a habit of playing that out of time. I sort of jazz it up a bit and move it. Or maybe I'm just rubbish and can't play it. But it should be in after 3 beats after the last note of line B. Okay, now remember lines A, B and C because we're going to come back to those after lines D and E. Okay, so A, B, C so far. We're going to play D and E now, and then it will return to A, B, C, and then we'll have the finey bit, which is the kind of turnaround, crowning glory bit of it. It's so gorgeous and jazzy. So let's try lines D and see how they sound. Line D is actually just a repeat of line A. So we've again got like that, okay? So easy enough, but then we've got I love this bit. It's kind of a really ominous almost. Well, I don't know about ominous, but it leaves something hanging at the end with that note. So we've got 1 draw bend and then 1 draw. And then we have 2 blow, 2 draw full step bend, 3 draw semitone bend, 3 draw full tone bend, and then 2 draw second bend, 3 draw second bend, 4 draw and 4 draw bend to finish, and you're holding that bend on hole 4 to finish. Really, really cool line to be playing on the harmonica and such a good workout for those bends. So let me just play it again so you can just hear how line E sounds. And again, I'm preferably putting some vibrato on. Oh yeah, that sounds horrible. Gentle bit of vibrato on the 4 draw. So let's try line E then. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I just love that line. I don't know how you're finding that with the bends, but keep up your practice on that because getting it together is a really, really nice feeling. Let's try lines A to E in full. And then remember we're going to have a little repeat section which I'll just remind you of, and then we'll go on to the last 3 lines. So let's go from the top in after the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I managed to play line C just about in time then, but I messed up my clicking. Oh, go back to music school. Okay, so lines A to E we've done so far, which hopefully you recognise from the tune. It then repeats lines A to C again. So you just have ba-da, 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 ba-da. Then we got this really cool part, lines F, G and H, which sounds something like this. I'll just play the three together just to remind you of that bit of the tune. Okay, so you could consider them all part of one line, but I think splitting them up like this gives you a chance to practice each bit on its own and then put them together. So line F, lovely descending line from the 4 draw to the 4 blow, and then second bend on 3, and then 2 draw, and then second bend on 2, and then 1 draw. Da, 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 da. And then, this is cool, this bit, line G, 3 draw second bend down to the third bend, and it kind of waves between those. So if you think of it as second bend to third bend, it does that 4 times. So do, 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 do. Okay. And it's not sort of an exact science, because if you listen to him playing it on the record, he's kind of playing with that, and it's so quick that he's just going do. So you can kind of play with that and see what feels right for you. But tab wise, that's what you'd have. And then all that would be left would be, which would be your second bend on 2, 1 draw, 1 blow, 1 draw, 1 draw, and then bending down to finish on that 1 draw. Again, just following the kind of rolling off that note that he does on the saxophone. So that would be your lines F, G and H. Let's have a go at playing F, G and H together. I'm going to take it nice and slow, and then we'll just try the tune in full after that. So I'm going to go from line F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Cool, very nice. Let's go again. A little bit weird, this one. So it comes in after the 1. Should have warned you that, by the way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And again, that bend down. So let's have a little go at playing it together now. If you want to play it along with the backing track, go back to the start of the video and play along with me there. Here we're going to play it without the backing track, just for anyone who feels they want to have a dry run before playing with the track. So we'll maybe do it a bit slower, because it's quite fast, the original. So we're in just after the 4. We're going to go right from the top to the end. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back to ABC. Cool. Now, a lot of the songs that I do on YouTube, the timing is kind of quite basic, and then maybe there aren't bends in some of them as well. Some of them are a bit more advanced. This one, it's pretty jazzy, okay? So if you're finding this one difficult, do take your time with it. Listen to me playing the backing track at the original. Take time working through the video as well, and just go step by step. This can take a little bit of time to get this one, but it's a lovely, lovely tune, and it does sit nicely on the harmonica. So keep up the good work, and you will get there in the end. So that's the Pink Panther theme tune. I hope you've enjoyed this crash course in doing that. It will take you more time than 15 minutes to work through this. Please give me your comments, your questions and your queries about this lesson, about all things harmonica. I take requests, so if you'd like to have a certain song looked at in one of my lessons, please put a comment beneath here or comment on my channel. Find me on Facebook, search for LearnTheHarmonica.com, or get on Twitter at LearnTheHarp and ask me any question you like. I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, enjoy your practice and see you soon. Cheers.